I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun making it. Yeah, so we're just gonna go around and have everybody introduce themselves, starting, of course, as always, with Van.
My hotkey didn't work. Everything's falling apart. Hi, I'm Van. You can find me on the internets at Savvy Seaworth. Pretty much wherever you can find people on the internets. I'm on Hive Social. I am on Instagram, but mostly hanging out on Discord and streaming several times a week on twitch.tv/game nights and Sunday nights right here. Tonight, I am playing Alhena, who is a Centaur Circle of the Stars druid with a fun new feat.
I believe I go next. Hi, everyone. I'm Val. You can find me lurking around the internet at the Kraken's Crown, doing art stuff over on Instagram and occasionally heading over to Twitter. Tonight, I will. Oh, and I also stream over on GGK most nights of the week. Tonight, I will be reprising my role as Arrow, the barbarian monk, Water Genasi.
I'm Tanya, here in my mouth. You can find me at Tanya Rowland places on the internet where I don't do a whole lot virtually. But tonight, I am Moxie, the Tiefling Bard.
And I am Rachel Elizabeth. You can find me here on Twitch at Rachel Elizabeth. Everybody knows my intro. You can find me here on Sundays. I am on Nerd YouTube channel. On Thursdays with LB, and on Saturdays I am with Van and Val on GGK. It's D&D 5e every time. And tonight I am playing Talon, the Beastmaster Ranger / Death Cleric.
New multi-class who dis. Hello, I am Alex, OMG, it's some guy on the internets, mostly over on GGK, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then here for the Sunday shenanigans. In this game, I am playing Colchis, who is a Minotaur Oath of the Ancients paladin.
And I'm LB Hackemup. I'm going to be your dungeon mistress for this evening, and we are going to do a quick little recap. If you missed last week's session, I did a full recap of everything that's happened so far in the game, so check that out. But last time, our characters found themselves on a demiplane of sorts that was in between the plane of water and air. It was a wonderful island full of interesting, lots of different beings and creatures. It was a tropical paradise surrounded by ships from all ages and eras. As they started to walk around and trying to find Jacob Pandan, who was supposedly on this island, they ended up finding him, and in doing so, they realized that something was a little bit wrong. He seemed to be in super chill mode, as most of the people everyone on this island was. And when they talked to him and told him that his niece was here and that it's been 30 years since anyone's seen him, he seemed pretty relaxed and chill about the whole thing. They also found out that Arrow's father was working on this island as a chef, making burgers and quesadillas and tourist fare, which was not what he normally was as a professional chef, once the chef to the Kingdom of Water. And as they sort of continued to figure out what was going on in this island, they realized that everyone here was wasting away in some way or another. The margaritas and the food were affecting people, making them go into vacation mode, not want to leave. Super chill, no way. And as they attempted to start leaving, they all had to make wisdom saves. Otherwise, they would want to stay, as Moxie found. As they slapped Boyle, Arrow's father, out of this stupor, they realized that the owner of the island, Spider John, had been manipulating people, and all of the people there were stuck. So they decided to fight Spider John, who summoned land sharks and hordes of parrots. And as they defeated him, Colchis became more and more upset that the joy that was brought by this place was not authentic, and they killed the Feylord of this area and freed all of the people. Everyone started leaving, and they started looting. Jacob was brought back to the ship, as well as Arrow's father. And as you guys have started looting and finding things, you find a large butterfly, like a set of vines around a large butterfly-like wing set. What appears to be a standard hooded bullseye lantern filled with gemstones attached to it, which looks like it's something like a continual light spell. And what appears to be a broad leather cummerbund and the style belt typically worn by a specific type of creature that you're not quite sure what it is, with metal embossed in it. These are magical things that you guys can kind of figure out what they are as you continue on. You find about 4,000 gold, 3 large diamonds, and 200 gold worth of gems and pearls. I will add this to the list so you guys can see what it is. And you guys make your way back to the ship, I'm assuming.
Is everyone leaving, including the staff? Like, were we getting the impression that the staff was also under this compulsion?
They seem to be less under the compulsion and more so like, oh, I guess we gotta find new jobs now. They were more so of members of Spider John's posse. Not quite, like, they didn't attack you, they didn't try to stop you or anything like that. They just kind of worked there. They didn't seem to be evil
neutral,
in nature.
maybe like unknowing observers of what was going on. They just thought everyone here was having a really good time.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were told to push the margaritas, you know, like any wait staff, like push the margaritas, push the cheeseburgers, you know, that sort of thing.
Okay. Then I will not burn this place down. Return to the ship.
All right. So you all return back to the ship. Jenna is feeling a little under the weather, and Jacob seems to be feeling a lot under the weather. Quadison is going to take him down to Sue, and see if they can sort out what's going on with him. Jenna just looks like she had a really rough night, and she's kind of sitting. She went back to her captain's quarters and has asked for a lot of water and some greasy food from Juru.
I mean, I guess we're lucky that it's really just a hangover.
I mean,
Moxie, you're feeling kind of the same way. Sorry.
Could have been a lot worse.
well, I can try. And gonna go over to Moxie and attempt 5 points from lay on hands to cure a disease or neutralize a poison. Just instant hangover cure.
Absolutely. Yes, your aura of what do we call it on Mondays? What is it? No, I'm not gonna remember it. You cure her of this hangover, and you can also offer it to Jenna if you'd like. But Jacob is gonna take a little bit more.
Okay, so yeah, I will fix the two who were hardly affected, but yeah, Jacob might be beyond my powers.
Yeah. He's
Does
gonna
it
need a lot
literally
of rest.
feel like a hangover?
It does, yeah. But as soon as Kalkus touch you, it's just gone.
Moxie's just like, oh my god, what was that? That's awesome. And then she just kind of like walks away and starts playing pan flute.
The aura of Buzzkill. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, you guys have these items. You have the ship. Jacob's going to be out for a little bit, but I think they'll probably start to maneuver the ship away from this place just in case. Is there anything you guys want to do in the meantime?
Is my dad coming with us?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, he had hopped a ride and found himself here, as he'll explain. So he's kind of stuck with you, I guess, if that's
Yeah.
He'll come up.
I probably should have a talk with my dad at some point, but
Yeah.
that doesn't have to happen right away if other people have
Sure.
more immediate things. Arrow's probably spending a lot of time just like trying to like amp down. It's just like pacing up and down the deck a lot, trying to like calm the adrenaline.
Oh, that's right. Yes, Barbarian. Is there anything specific anyone wants to do besides that?
I'm actually pretty busted up. I took a lot of damage. in that fight. So similar to Arrow, I think Alhena is probably treating this as a short rest just in case something else happens, is kind of out on the deck. Just
Did I really not take any damage during that fight?
I was
guess I
in
didn't.
danger.
Yeah, you turned the creature that was in front of you, and they
Yeah.
were fighting your father for the most part.
Yeah.
Get temp HP at some point, or am I thinking about
We
last
did
did.
have-
Yeah, we got
Oh, you
temp
did.
8 temp
Yeah.
HP. I was trying to remember where that came from.
That's where the one damage I took went, because I have 2 temp HP. So I did take some damage, but
Yeah.
it did not get through to me.
I did not roll very well, but Talon will cure wounds Alhena for a
Yeah.
whopping 5.
Oh, thanks.
I rolled poorly.
I was gonna
Uh,
say Moxie.
So that
like,
wasn't me because mine was just healing. So thank you.
Moxie's pumped that Alhena helped her out earlier, so I'm also gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, thanks.
Does anybody else need some? I got spell slots to burn now, baby.
Ooh, you get
mean-
7 HP.
Oh,
back.
that's both those together are very significant. Thank you.
I rolled a 2. Luckily.
I appreciate
Yeah, I rolled
you
double
both.
ones, so
Does
with my
anybody
second level
else
spell.
look like rough to me?
I mean, I've still got 30 lay on hands I can pass around.
I am all good. I think what Arrow finally does to calm down is walks to the bow of the ship, uses my once daily casting of Create Water, creates just like a downpour, like a cold shower to calm down the shark-like yeah. Exactly.
Let it wash. I'm sorry, I can't even do it. That's like last
No,
Sanity.
perfect. Shark-like appearances sort of fade back to normal arrow form, calming breath, and then we'll go to try to find Dad.
Okay, yeah. He's kind of made his way down into like the kitchen has the sliding space, so he's kind of like slid it open just a little bit and looking in, trying to be incognito, which he is actually very quiet as he does, but he's just peeking in to see what the kitchen is like and what's that status.
Not as many hamburgers here.
Oh, hello. Hey, how are you feeling?
I'm good. That was kind of a walk in the park. How about you? You got kind of roughed up by that street shark.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing I've had to handle. Thanks.
So- yeah, I mean, you know, it's just what we've been doing. Just call it, you owe me one.
Okay. What have you? Sit down. Tell me what you've been up to since we've last talked.
Well, important bits. Arrow sits, like cross-legged, like on the table, not on a chair, and like picking at the wood at the table, while they're talking, not wanting to look at their dad. It's just, you know, went around for a while. I got sort of exiled after you didn't come back. Then I worked for a couple places, caravans, learned some cool things, ended up in the material plane. I went to an amusement park. I met a bunch of centaurs. We're kind of on this quest for a bunch of gods. I met one. Her name's Auntie. She's pretty cool.
What you're doing things for gods now?
Yeah, like a bunch of them like have, I guess it's a pretty religious group. They're all kind of like the chosen of a bunch of gods. I'm not really sure. I haven't really picked up the names of most of them.
Uh-huh.
Or if I have, I've forgotten. The Kolkus, the Talmitar, is like a party god. The moody one, Talon is something to do with blood
Okay.
or
I'm not as
bones.
familiar with the gods on the material plane. But
Yeah, and then mine was like a nice lady who like cooked, and she talked to me and gave me a magic spice pouch. Uh
I'm sorry.
uh
What did she look like?
I assume I don't remember exactly how you described her when we
Yeah.
met.
She looks. Turn this off. She has sort of a darker complexion, very white, flowy hair. She's larger set, but like just joyful kind of smile lines and big round cheeks. She's always smells like some sort of like uh, herb or spice, or she's tallish, I guess.
I described that, and
Yeah.
so,
And
she smelled really good too.
your dad sort of like, normally his hands are sort of kept in a very neutral position, and he sort of just like grips. You can see his hands sort of gripping at his shirt, and he says, "What was her name?"
No, Shantae.
He takes a long breath. What did she say to you?
Dude, it was a long time ago. Like a couple days at least. She just said that like she wanted my help, and that there was going to be some kind of war or something or battle, and we're trying to stop it, and there was a group and they needed help, and that's how I met up with these people, and they like looking for this guy named Jacob who we found, and there's some other people they're looking for, and
She didn't say anything else.
nothing that I like remember. Again, she was nice, and she gave me this magic spice pouch. Has been really useful actually. Like I can just get whatever I want, like takes out the pouch and like shows it off and says it's helped out a lot. But yeah, she's just really nice.
Yeah,
I
I
said
know.
just call her auntie.
That's not what you should be calling her. Arrow, I know you don't remember much of your childhood beyond the plane of water. Um, I know her very well.
You've met auntie?
Yes, but when I met her, she was in more of a mortal form. Um, I followed her for quite some time. I was
Like you stalked her?
no, nothing like that.
Because that's like not good.
We Arrow. What I'm trying to tell you is, I was a follower, sort of Chuanti. She taught me how to cook. She taught me about spices and herbs and how to use them in cooking, but as well as in medicine, and for a while she was in a mortal form with me, and we sort of had a relationship.
You what?
What I'm saying is, Auntie is probably not the right familial name that you should call her. She is your mother. The gods don't stay in mortal form for long, and they... I don't want to talk about the breakup, but we decided that you growing up on the material plane and different in the plane of water was probably for the best. And yeah.
Are you sure this isn't like more of the weird, like, kitchen magic happening to you at like?
No, I'm very sure of how it all happened.
I don't want to know that part.
Mm.
I don't want to know more about that. All right. So you're being serious. Can I insight check him?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a 25.
He's
I've
being
never been more insightful.
honest now with you than he's pretty honest with you normally, but he's laying a soul bare here for you.
I move from the table to a chair
Uh-huh.
so I can sit more comfortably as my mind recovers.
Mm-hmm.
Shantae is my mom.
Yes.
And I don't understand, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't she tell me?
I don't know why she didn't tell you. It probably was fairly shocking. I mean, gods are kind of fickle. Maybe she was going to tell you when the time was right, but well, the reason I didn't tell you was, well, living on the plane of water, she had no insight, she had no availability, and I thought it would be best if you grew up without the knowledge of being born from a god. I didn't want you to have a big head, or I also didn't want to have to explain to you why she wasn't around, or why she left.
Okay.
There was a time when we all lived together. It was when you were very young. But, yeah.
Okay. That's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Like, what should I feel like there's something I should do with this information, but
I mean, we're not going back to the material plane? Is that
right now,
right?
I don't know. I don't know where we're going right now.
So, I suppose, I mean, do with it what you want. You're an adult. If you want to, I mean, you already have a relationship with her in some way or another. You could try to talk to her about it.
I don't even really know how to do that. She just kind of like came to me.
Yeah.
Like, is there like a spell I need to learn, or?
I don't know. I wasn't like a cleric or a paladin or something like that. I mean, I didn't even know she was a god for a while.
Okay. I might have more follow-up questions on this, but I think that's about all I can take right now.
Yep, I'll be available. Is the thing in the kitchen the chef?
Oh yeah. They're pretty good.
Okay.
You just have to like prove yourself. I had to like cook something really awesome, like and like sneak into the kitchen and make it and leave it for him. And then I earned his respect and then started cooking in the kitchen. So you might have to do that too.
Okay. Cool. Yes. Can I help in any way?
Probably not right now. I think I just need to like kind of mull some of this over. Like I get why you didn't tell me, and that's like chill. Yeah, I just need to kind of think about this a bit.
Yeah, I'll be around. Whenever you need me.
Okay. I'm glad you're okay.
Thanks. I'm glad it was you
Kinda
that
thought
came
you-
for me.
I kind of thought you'd like beefed it there for a bit. You didn't come back, so I'm glad you're good.
I don't think those burgers were beef.
Were they like the guests that like died there?
It's kind of all a blur, honestly.
Shit.
Yeah.
All right, now I've got more to think about. Let's talk about that later.
Okay.
All right. Love you, Dad.
I love you too. He kind of just like pats your shoulder and then stands up and takes a breath and goes into the kitchen.
Yeah, Arrow just 1,000-yard stare comes back up onto the deck and just like goes back to where the pool of water formed from the spell earlier. Just like flops down on it, just like starfished out on the deck, staring up at the rigging, trying to contemplate life.
Alhena's like right there. Are you okay?
My mom's a god.
Oh. Like a real one, or like you just really love your mom?
Turns out my aunt is my mom.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine that would be confusing.
And my aunt is a god, so that means my mom's a god. This isn't
Do
how I
you mean
expected my Tuesday to go.
do you mean Auntie?
Yeah.
She's your mom.
So my dad told me,
Was he telling the truth?
as far as I could tell. My dad doesn't really lie. Like we prank each other, but not this kind of thing.
Huh.
Mostly just like replacing salt and sugar. This would be a big escalation.
So probably telling the truth then.
Probably.
Well, that's something.
Is it?
I mean, I feel like if anybody else found out their mom was a god, they'd be like freaking out.
Do I not look like I'm freaking out?
No, you kind of look the same as you always do.
Okay. I'm freaking out on the inside.
You know what you should do?
No.
You should talk to Moxie.
Okay.
Her papa's like a lord of hell or something.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's like basically a god, right?
Yeah, I think it's basically the same thing.
It's like anti-god. Opposite god? That seems derivative. Like
That's a little,
different god.
yeah. Hell god. Hell's god. I
Hell
don't know.
god.
You'd have to ask her, but yeah, he's like some pretty powerful shit, so.
Yeah. Cool. No, that's good. Okay, so other people do this too. All right, like sits up. That's great.
Does that help? Did I?
Yeah. Now I just need to ask Moxie what I need to do.
You know what? I'm sure she'll have opinions.
Cool.
She always does. It helps a lot.
Thanks, Alhana.
Of course. Do you need anything?
Yes, but it's all in my bunk.
Oh, okay. Now you've eaten and
Yes.
everything. Okay.
I was just told not to smoke on deck. I'll go do that after. I'll
I
talk
tell
to
you what,
Moxie first.
I'll get us something to drink and go talk to Moxie.
Cool.
What are Moxie, Talon, and Kulkus doing?
Moxie's like got her feet kind of dangling over the side of the ship, just relaxing and playing pan flute and like switching between instruments every few minutes.
Talon's probably nearby. Moxie kind of using that like background music as a way to like, I imagine she's like trying to commune, a little bit with like, the Blood Queen with Tifa. Because I mean, I know it's like gonna be like hard here to do so. So she's not really trying to like talk to her. But just you know, I just imagine like cinematically like her like death cleric like level up kind of like after the fight be like, well, it's not quite, we didn't get to kill any like humanoid creatures, so I can't send you any souls. And then like I imagine like the level up thing is like, all right, well, since you've devoted yourself to me, do more damage with this and maybe send me more like, you know what I mean? Like she like kind of like really like sits into her like, okay, I'm devoted to doing this, like whatever. So she's probably just like trying to commune with with Tifa and figure out hopefully like make a not like a plea but like really working on it, but
Yeah.
couldn't really kill any of the innocent people there, kind of a jam.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, and I think Colchis is doing something vaguely similar in that he's almost like giving a report to Lyra of like, so we came across this place that seemed like it was some chill vibes, but then we found out that they were not chill vibes, and we dealt with the person who was harshing the vibes, and now these people are free from this, this travesty of a good time.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, similarly is like aware that this probably isn't going to actually reach her, but it's more for a peace of mind thing on his own part.
Mm-hmm. That sounds
yeah,
good.
like a personal like, okay, I'm still devoted to this cause. I'm extra devoted to this cause. Like
Dear God, it's me, Laganja. All right. Yes. So Alhana and Arrow, you guys make your way over towards Moxie, who is playing some music, and everyone else is kind of just hanging out, writing love letters to their gods.
Like I said, this crew is deeply religious.
Deeply religious as of about a month ago.
Yeah.
hasn't been long, but we dove in fast.
Yeah.
As we do with everything.
My god's not even from my homeland.
She just really liked you.
It's not even from around here.
She's not
She doesn't
from-
even go
listen,
here.
Doesn't even go
Doesn't
here.
go
My
here.
god is from out of town.
My God.
Mine too, I guess.
So we want to show, and so is Pop Pop. So we want to show them a good time while they're there.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that they really enjoy everything that we're showing them.
All right.
Jeez.
But as we're like walking over it, like, Edo, are you okay with with sharing this news with everybody, or
Should I keep it a secret?
no? It is totally up to you. I just didn't want to involve everybody if you weren't comfortable, because it's kind of like your family. So
I mean, I didn't think about keeping it from them.
it's just not everybody wants to talk about their family. So I just like.
I
to
feel
ask.
like I need somebody to talk about because it's just kind of like a lot of noise in my head right now, and talking out loud and having other people making noise kind of helps.
Okay. But then we'll get Talon and Caucus too. Like group meeting,
Cool.
group circle.
Cool.
I'll get some drinks.
And you do. They're loading up some barrel. Well, no, they're not going to take any food from this island. So yeah, there's plenty of stuff from on the ship already. You can get little bottles of rum or liqueur or something like that.
Arrow will
Guys-
help Elena roll some out.
I mean,
Group meeting.
as long as we don't have any of the food right away, like I'm pretty sure I can do a purify food and drink.
That's
I would just
true.
need to prepare that for a future day.
Yeah. Do you want to tell them to bring some?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just let them know, like, don't, set this aside until I can get to it.
Yeah.
But eventually I'll be able to make this, so the spell purifies it and renders it free of poison and disease. So if it's like a magic thing,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't necessarily
Just
do
barrels and barrels of coconut rum.
Yeah.
We'll check it for.
Carrot Bay
I imagine
rum.
we'll check it for
Yeah.
like magic and stuff.
I recommend not eating the burgers if we brought any of the burgers and meat products
Nah.
with us. Just
I
in
imagine we
case.
just bring on the booze.
Yeah. Arrow goes in the kitchen and be like, I'll just get some snacks for people too. And like an hour later comes back out with like trays of sashimi and some made a full spread.
Yeah. You find out that your father and Juro are like best friends now.
Awesome.
Like
Exactly what I wanted.
it went very quickly. He came in, he spoke some babble, and they're both like, okay, you're a professional, got it, cool. You've worked in a kitchen? All right, cool.
Dads, am I right?
Yeah.
And
Can't
you
wait to
guys
meet
bring-
Juro's kids.
You
Oh, they're
guys-
back. Good. I called the meeting an hour ago.
I made food.
Wheat.
I-
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arrow has learned some family news, and I think wants some help, sort of working through it, like working it out.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have some snacks and some drinks, and we're gonna talk.
I personally am not great through working through family trauma or drama, but I'm here to listen.
Talon's a
Cool.
great listener.
That's true.
Sometimes you forget she's even there, and then you turn around and she's not.
Yeah, it's just, whatever you want to say, it's like not a big deal. It's just I figured just talk about it might help. I got food. Does anybody need any condiment? I don't know if I brought any soy sauce. I need to go grab that.
Why don't you just rip the band-aid off and tell us?
The
what
Taylor
you
just
tell
like
us?
puts her arm on their shoulder, like
I'll get it.
Right. Arrow goes sits up on the railing, and says, get a deep sigh. So I found out that my aunt is my mom, and I need advice on how to deal with that.
Like your aunt, your like some
Sorry,
aunt
yeah,
or
the
auntie?
god. No, not like my aunt. I don't.
Hey.
My god aunt. That Shantae. My dad told me that a long time ago, when he was before I was born, obviously before I was born, it was going around and met someone who was cool. It didn't look like a god and looked like a normal person, but was really good at cooking, and they talked, and then other stuff happened, and they got in a relationship, and then I was born, so I assumed that they hooked up, and then I don't know how gods work. I was that Shantae's my mom, and I don't know what to do with that information.
Like, you don't have to do anything with it. Like, did you change and something happened to you?
No.
Well, you didn't know who your mom was before, is what I'm hearing,
No.
and she happens to be a god.
Yes.
That's
And you're-
awesome. Why are you sad? What's wrong with that's awesome?
I'm not sad. I'm just confused. I don't know what that means. So your pop is a god too, or kind of
Oh, yeah.
god-ish.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really. Yeah, he's kind of like my great grandpa, I guess.
Okay.
And he's like the leader of the Hells or something, and like he's pretty intense. But well, I mean, my god gave me this, and Moxie like kind of you see the black mark on her, like gave me this, but like it does cool stuff. Like I can talk to Pop Pop sometimes, even though he doesn't love talking to me. That's a tip. Like, don't try to talk to your mom too much. Maybe I don't know. Maybe she's different than Pop Pop. He's a little intense. But like, I can do this other stuff now where I just like disappear sometimes. So it's pretty cool.
So that hasn't happened to me.
Okay. I think mine being like the devil or hell or Satan or Asmodeus is what his real name is. That's probably why I got this. Your mom
Okay.
seemed pretty chill and not like insane, not the leader of hell. So you probably won't get a mark like this, but I don't know.
Like I only like really talked to her like once, and she seemed nice. But I don't really know how to talk to her again. Is that like something you do?
It would be harder here just because we're not on the material plane. When we are, it's a lot easier, at least for me. But my God's been in my head since since I can remember.
I don't think she's in my head.
Well,
But you can choose to talk to her if you want to, but you also
Yeah.
don't have to.
yeah, we can help you when we get on the plane if you want to. Like to talk to Pop Pop, I just kind of empty my brain and relax and visualize him.
Yeah, like I want to. It's just kind of like, okay, like the God stuff aside, I just found out like a stranger I met once who was very nice to me turned out to be my mom. And I don't really know how to, like, I always wanted to have a mom around, but like, I don't know what to do about that.
Well, like, I don't think she's gonna make you a blanket or like be able to make dinner every week for you or anything like that if you want like a stereotypical mom. But like
Okay.
any talking to her you do is more than you did before. So maybe once we get back to the material plane, I mean, sit and think about it for a while, but once we get back, we can help you talk to her and then you can ask her.
Who knows? Maybe she'll want to have dinner every week.
Yeah,
I mean, it
maybe.
seems like she really likes cooking, so maybe you guys could cook together.
Yeah.
I think
Uh,
you get to decide. She's been absent from your life from a really long time. So I think you get to decide on what terms you start a relationship,
yeah, and that's
regardless
kind
of whether or not she's a god.
yeah. That's another thing I'm kind of not sure how to feel about, but yeah, I
You don't
I
have
think
to
I
decide right now.
yeah.
Wait, that's why you're so good at cooking because your mom's a god?
No, I learned how to
What?
cook myself. That yeah.
I think that's just from Arrow's dad and like Arrow's
Mhm.
own pursuit.
My dad's
Oh,
taught
Yeah,
me
the
how to
spice
cook.
pouch is like a really new thing.
that's
Yeah.
true. I didn't mean to take that away from you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just want to be like clear
Maybe you
that
got
like
your exceptional palate from her.
Maybe.
maybe.
Oh, yeah.
I
Either
don't
way,
know if
being
I
part
have any
god's
god
badass.
powers.
Well, I
You've
mean,
got a
we
lot of
should
time to figure it
definitely
out.
try to find out, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you just take this step by step.
Yeah. I need to. I gotta like clear my head. So there's not like a secret like chant or something I need to do to like talk to her.
Unless your mom has her own thing. I don't think so.
No, we just all kind of do our own thing.
Yeah. And Moxie, there's not like a summer camp or something that I have to go to with like other god kids to get to know like people
mean-
or like a reunion thing I gotta go to.
I wish. Like, I'm not really into gods and stuff, but I just learned about this like a month ago, so it's pretty new to me too. But hell yeah, I'd go to that camp. We should try to find a camp for
We could
people who have
start
god.
one.
Let's make a camp.
I mean, you already run a circus. Camp
I
can't be that
already-
hard.
I should have paid more attention to religion. I bet I ran into so many part god people and didn't even think about it.
But you know what? We can start today.
Wow.
This is like our You guys heard of that 23andMe spell they made?
Oh, yeah.
It's like that. It's like that.
Everyone's like 5% God. You just have to go back far enough.
Everyone is 6 degrees separated from everyone's Lord and Savior, Kevin Bacon.
Yes. Thank you.
Sorry, it's a stupid joke.
I don't know. I guess maybe could we try like a religion check or something to see if we can figure
yeah.
out what god powers Arrow might have, if any,
Yeah, like, do we know anything about Auntie?
or even like other examples of like
well,
Yeah,
children
let's
of
start calling her.
God.
Yeah,
Since she's
for
my
sure.
mom now, we shouldn't call her Auntie. Let's call her Mom Tay.
Mom Tay.
Mom Tay.
Okay.
You do
Awesome.
know of another child of a god. It is Alhena's deity. Valrea was the daughter of Sol.
Valeria's Sol's
Lythander.
daughter. Oh, we could
Um,
ask her. Because she
Maybe
wasn't
she can help us
always
start
like,
the camp.
yeah, she wasn't always like up in the god shit. She was down here for a long time, so
Hey,
And
Cool.
we're still having family talk, right?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure,
this isn't
however
just
you
about
want.
me. If anybody wants to talk about family stuff, like this is,
I
I
have
feel like this should be a trust circle.
I've had some questions for a while now, and I don't know if it's offensive or like I just really want to talk to all you guys about this, okay? So like
sure.
Kulkus, you're a Minotaur, right?
Yes.
And like Alhena, you're a centaur.
yes.
So you're like half human, half horse. Kinda.
That tends to be how other people see it. The
But it's
lineage is more complicated than
yeah.
that. Yeah. If you're asking if like there was some,
No.
no,
I'm asking, do you prefer humans or animals? Is that offensive to ask? I've just been dying to know because I think it's so interesting and I need to know. You don't have to tell me. It's personal.
I mean, I don't want to speak for Kulkis, but I don't think either of us have any feelings towards animals.
Yes, no, generally prefer those I find companionship with to be sapient at the very least.
At the very
And,
least.
you know,
That's sort of
in the
100% of the
humanoid
time
spectrum.
requirement.
Well, yeah, human. I guess I didn't mean like squirrels or anything. I should have been more clear. Like I just, I'm a part of the circus and there's a lot of different types of beings there. And I've seen some weird shit. And I don't know if that's just because it's the circus or that's just the way of the world. And you two are, I don't want to say normal, but like more normal
Not
than
circus
circus
material.
people.
Not
circus freaks. They're freaks. That's why they're called freaks. All right. I just didn't know.
no, I mean, like a sapient is sort of the requirement, I think. But no,
Like a centaur and a minotaur. Not you two. I'm not making this weird, but like a centaur and a minotaur could be a thing.
yeah,
Cool. That's so
I
cool.
think, I don't know, any of us could be a thing.
What about people? Do you like
am-
just regular like humans or elves or like
I mean, I don't know, Kulkis, you can share whatever you want to share. I don't have much of a preference that way.
Nice.
I just more of an I guess more of like an emotional attachment.
Yeah,
Is important to me.
even before being directly called upon by Lyra, I've always found myself more attracted to those with a certain joie de vivre. And it's sometimes the anatomy makes for an interesting and compelling challenge.
Yes. That's why we read that book.
Yeah.
Anyways, so like I'm into humans. I've never been with a tiefling actually, just humans somehow. So am I racist? Or am I fetishizing humans? All right, anyway, I'm done, you guys.
I think, Moxie, maybe you've just been around the same people for a very long time.
Yeah, I'm reading too much into this, I think. I'm just so curious about everybody.
But no, whoever I can connect with, sort of mentally and emotionally. That's what's important, I think.
Hannah, you're part horse.
I'm not. No, I'm not part horse.
Okay.
That was me being reductive.
I'm
Okay.
centaurs, just to be clear, are their own sort of species.
Gotcha.
I'm so
The
sorry,
horse,
Alex.
just the horses, they're not involved. We
I didn't mean,
respect
like-
them.
Yeah.
We cherish them. They're very much animals, and we're
Gotcha.
very much people. Just so we're clear.
I lived a long time in the plane of water. I'm still getting used to, like, there's a lot of
no. I don't mind questions at all.
legs
really.
confuse me, like, in most instances. So
And there's a lot of
I
fancy
imagine
Greek
some
words.
of us are extremely confusing for someone who's been swimming for most of their life. So
Yeah.
no offense taken.
I'm gonna have more questions. Thanks for being open, you guys. I'm gonna think of more and write them down.
All
I
right.
gotta stop giving you things to read, or
Well,
start giving you more.
Maybe more because I
maybe
never.
we need to diversify some. Yeah.
I mean, again in the circus, I have to be professional, so I can't ask these kinds of questions. I've always wanted to know this stuff.
Well, especially
I'm
for
like-
your employees and stuff.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
the boss. I can't ask that. I mean, I don't know.
Moxie, you can ask me anything. You're not going to hurt my feelings.
Well,
'Cause I had
sometimes
questions-
you'll see a pairing and you'll be like, I don't know how that's gonna work physically, but you do you.
Yeah, and I had questions, and then Talon started reading a book that I forget the name of, and
Book.
it just brought up more questions.
Yeah. Well, I mean, though, and I think you have to remember too, like, not everybody that is coupled off or with people is, with them just 100% for the physical. Like, there's a lot
Oh,
of
I know.
relationships in that.
I just know, I mean, I have a tail, and that gets in the way. We can talk about that anytime.
I mean, does
guess-
it get in the way, or have you just not figured out how to use it?
Well, I think you just ripped my brain wide open just now.
There we are.
Me and Morty are going to have some talks when I get back, I think.
I bet he misses you so much.
I hope so.
I bet when we get back to the material plane, you're gonna have like a million letters from him.
I hope
Like
so.
a million.
So many.
The post office is going to be so pissed at you.
Well,
if
like what
don't
I
have
bet like
any?
the first one is gonna be like all like, oh, like this is what's going on at the circus, and then you're gonna get another one that's like, I'm sorry, I also like really miss you, and then it's gonna be like, I mean, I'm gonna keep this professional. It's gonna be like letter after letter of like Morty's like thought process, just like string of thought, but across like several letters.
He seems like the type that once he gets started writing, he can't stop.
I hope you're right, but I'm kind of more afraid that I'm not going to have anything when I get back. Or it's just all business. But you know what? I don't care. It matters person to person or tiefling to person, we'll just see once I get back. Anyways, well, that's my topic for family discussion time. If anybody else has more.
Well, if this literature that Talon has lent you has raised questions, I would be happy to review it and, discuss the questions in further detail if you
Talon, give him
need
the
it.
book.
Because it's an unrealistic book of smut called The Lusty Minotaur.
Hey, there's no way Colchis is not familiar with smut. His god is literally joy. Like,
I
Oh.
will be the
I'm not
judge of
saying
how
there's no-
unrealistic it is.
Give him. Let's read it.
He would
We're
know, he
traveling
would
a couple
know.
days, right?
She'll reluctantly pull it out of her bag. and
Gets like
hand it
2
to
pages in.
Colchis.
Who made my biography?
And that's what we do while we're traveling.
Oh my god. Alex, I'm gonna leave it up to you as how realistic this is or not. We haven't gone into detail of what exactly is in this book. I'm gonna
Yeah,
let
no.
you flesh it out.
I think, yeah, like this could probably maybe a spread over, a few days as Colchis reviews the literature, but you'll find him at times with just like, done that.
is
Done that.
is he like taking notes?
There's
Like, are there
sticky
little,
notes.
he's like putting
Ooh,
like
I need
sticky
to do
notes in the
that.
book, like completely unrealistic.
Like tabbed, yeah.
Have not
Yeah, but
experienced
color
this.
coordinated, yeah.
That one's like,
Focus is so
Remind
cool.
me to try this.
Mhm.
yeah. I don't think enlarge reduce works like that.
told you, unrealistic.
Culcus, I gotta hear some stories. I didn't know. You know, I just didn't know. I knew I asked the right people. Or creatures, whatever.
Well,
is anything else happening?
Yeah, let's-
snack time?
yeah.
I had nothing to talk about. I just came to support my good friend Arrow.
Yeah, Talon's not ready to process family trauma, so we're just gonna glaze right over it. She's just here for her
Great.
friends.
Great, excellent.
That is absolutely fair. Okay, they open up a portal into the astral sea, and Jacob's gonna need a day or two to recover from his literal years away. And in that time, is there anything you guys want to do? Anything you want to, like, what are you guys doing, I guess, in the downtime? Is there, the other question is, how do you guys want to split the funds? And do you want to look at the items?
Yeah. Does anyone have identify?
No.
No.
I don't think I have that available.
There is someone
No,
who
that's
does.
strictly like a wizard.
Yeah.
You do know a wizard, but it's gonna cost you.
Do you know a wizard?
We've got money now.
Just try using them until we figure out what they do.
You guys would like
I
to
mean-
attune?
We did get, it was like $4,000 or something.
Yeah, 4,000
Yeah.
gold
Mm-hmm.
plus some bags of gems and things.
I think this might be professional territory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I've been flipping through the DMG thinking about potential shopping things, and I mean, part of me is just like, I still need or would like better mundane armor, but plate armor is like
Yeah.
1,200 gold. It's like maybe not that much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, are we gonna stop somewhere to shop?
Once you get your bearings, there will be a place for you to shop at.
Okay.
But
And
you're
how
not quite
big
sure
are
where
these
you're
diamonds? The large diamonds.
going. They are big enough for a revivify spell if needed. So like worth 100 gold. Is
Like-
that
300
right?
gold, I think
300
is.
gold, yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty. I mean, they're not like huge. They're like
Well,
How much are diamonds worth? I don't want any of this money. I just want one of these diamonds to make like a necklace out of.
300 gold.
Because we got some gems and pearls. Because the thing about it is that I don't know, Rachel, if you're having Talon take multiple levels in cleric,
yeah, she's only gonna do cleric from
Then
here on out. So
the
we'll have her
diamonds
vivify.
will be like spell components for bringing us back to life in case we die.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe
Yeah,
I'll do
I think
some
next
gems.
level. Yeah, I think next level I'll have access to revivify. So I'll be able to bring someone back to life with 300 gold worth of diamonds.
Well,
We
whatever.
should probably hang on to at least one of them.
Okay, whatever
Yeah.
like gems and pearls we don't need, I kind of want to make some jewelry out of. Like,
Hell yeah.
I have the circus, so I have like a constant stream of income. So I'd rather give it to you guys, honestly, if you just let me make something pretty and not enough to make take it to a jeweler to make a necklace out of.
Yeah. Talon just wants to keep those for spell component, the diamonds for spell components. Everything else, if Kolkas wants to buy some fancy armor with the gold, she's got no material aspirations. She does not care about gold
Yeah.
except to like
Mhm.
literally survive on. So
Yeah.
So-
at all.
'Cause I'm not gonna-
So Kolkas wants to buy some fancy ass armor. He could have her portion and do that.
Yeah, because well, Elhana, is there anything out of that you're dying for?
I mean, not out of like the gems or anything. I won't know 100% until we know what the items
what they are.
do. So
How much would it cost to identify them?
You go and talk to Bartholomew, and he says it's going to cost you 150 gold each.
For each
That's pretty
item
steep.
or
oh,
each
that's
person.
deep.
It is.
I would say let's just try tuning to them and see what they do.
So there's the
Uh,
lantern
Does anybody have
bell
access to remove
and the
curse?
wings.
Do I have access
I
to remove
might
curse?
have access to remove curse.
I don't, but I'm willing to be a guinea pig.
Same. I don't think I have
No.
it.
I think it's too high level. I can still only do second level spells, which
Yeah.
feels weird.
Yeah, paladins are what, 1/3 casters?
Yeah.
Something like that.
All right, let's see. I don't think druids get it.
Or I guess not to tell you how to level up, Tanya, but you can pick up Identify as a bard spell. Have you already chosen your new spells for your level?
I only got one. Or did I do it wrong?
I do not
I
remember.
don't
Let's see. We went
can look.
from 7 to 8.
Yeah. That's all the spells I have, and I picked Psychic Lance.
Huh.
But Identify would probably be a better
Well,
choice.
so additionally, when
many
you gain a
items do
level in
we
this
have?
class, you can swap out a spell that you don't use all that often and learn Identify in
I?
its place.
Yes, you
Mhm.
can swap out a spell on level up for another spell.
Oh my god, I want to do that.
If you have something
Uh,
you've never used
Yeah.
and you think that Identify would be more useful, not just in this instance too, because we can always pay Bartholomew. We can afford it.
Nope,
Mhm.
I'm gonna get rid of Knock and add Identify.
Yeah.
I love it.
Identify is good for more than just items too. You
Yes.
can
Yeah.
apply
Mhm.
We've
lots of
needed it
magical
like a
effects.
million times, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
picked
can
all the non.
bards?
All
I haven't
right.
played them in a long time. Do bards have access to ritual casting?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Okay.
yeah, you can.
So you could cast it with that. You cast it as a ritual without
Yeah.
using the spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
It just
Okay.
takes 10 minutes or 11 minutes, I guess. Well,
Damn,
Yeah.
y'all,
I'm not-
we're fucking learning how to play D&D.
Yay!
Learning how to play D&D.
Hell
I
yeah.
forgot you could
All right.
switch
Even though
spells.
some of us play multiple times a week. All of us play
Yeah.
all of us
Some
play
of us run
TTRPGs multiple
D&D.
times a week. Yeah.
I know.
All of us have been
Whew.
DMs for this game at one point
All
or
of us.
another.
Listen, it's fucking chill.
I
All right.
forgot. Okay, listen. Everybody put a pile in front of me, and I'll make it a ritual. And so I'll spend like 2 hours going over everything and seeing what it is.
Yeah, well, they're 33 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's 10 minutes plus the spell's level.
Well, I also need Arrow to hand me snacks as I'm casting the
Fair,
spell.
Okay.
fair. So
Oh,
an
of course
hour.
you do.
Yeah, so an
Sure.
hour.
An hour
For snack
Okay,
breaks.
which one do you want to start with?
I'm really curious about this. The large butterfly like wings and vines.
Oh, good. So am I.
Okie dokie. So
Same.
you identify these as a very interesting device. Let me get the thing. Blah, blah, blah. So they are large butterfly-like wings along grasping vines. They allow you to safely fly through wild space. The vines wrap around the wearer, spreading its wings. You can it creates an air bubble around you, and then oxygen in the bubble is continuously refreshed. And then as the plant takes carbon dioxide, it gives off oxygen. I will post it in the thing so you guys can take a look at the page. If you guys want to keep these items, I will make stat blocks for them, but they are from 2nd edition Spelljammer, so.
Well, we definitely want to keep that.
Is it just being able to fly in wild space or flying?
You can fly normally with them.
Okay, cool. That's good.
They
So
yeah.
it gives you an oxygen bubble, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So you could use them underwater as well.
All right, go down the list.
Okay.
I really want to know about the lantern.
Oh, wait.
What?
There's more. Sorry, I was reading about
I was
I was
like,
reading
what?
about the wing leaves photosynthesizing
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
producing a nourishing syrup which the user can drink from a flexible stalk located near their head, so it
Yeah,
also
it's-
feed you.
It's got a backpack. Yeah.
Ah!
You
It's
just-
a
yeah, you have
camelback.
a
It's a
camelback.
camelback.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
babe.
Oh, we
And
have to keep these.
It uses like a light spell, so you can. Or not the.
yes.
Yeah, you can
the
use it.
continual light
Yeah.
spell.
This is gonna be great if you
my
ever go deep sea
God.
diving too. So.
Yes, we
All
have
right.
to keep these.
So the lantern, it looks like a lantern of continual light. It is, in fact, a lantern of spying. So as you use it, it still gives off the continual light, but you can also use it to eavesdrop on every person on board a ship.
A ship
and you can-
specifically.
Ships specifically. But I will allow it for like a building.
Ooh.
So if you're, if you want to eavesdrop, this is good for spying because it's a lantern of spying.
While Moxie explains it to everybody, she is probably the most excited about that one.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, well, I have clairvoyance, that spell, but like this makes it so much easier. Oh my god.
Anything we
Okay.
can do to save resources.
Yeah. All right.
And then
Next.
the last one is basically a Batman utility belt. It has a twisting series of knobs. Each one does something different. And like one of them is like you twist it and it can do magical light and darkness. It can levitate. So that one is also fun.
Okay. These are way cooler than I thought they'd be.
Thanks,
This
second
belt
edition.
lets you cast Wall of Force.
Oh damn.
Full spell.
It's a very powerful weapon.
You can cast Wall of Force twice per day.
It's a
Damn.
very high level thing. But y'all are playthings of the gods. You're working in big stuff now.
That's true.
Oh, hydrate and stretch, everyone, while we're doing this, taking this little rest. Okay? So you guys know what these are now. You have all your stuff. Jacob is going to wake up after like a day or two, and he is going to want to talk to you guys. So he will call you down. He's been moved to the captain's quarters. Jenna is there with him, and he's in bed but sort of laying up, and he's got a lot of color back to him. He was fairly green for a lot of it. But yeah, he kind of welcomes you guys in, and he's so hi Krieg, there's a candle there, please don't do that, thank you.
So we've long rested in here then, right?
Yes, yep.
Okay.
And if anybody wants to do you guys want to discuss who gets what items, or you want to table that for later?
I think we can all have shared custody of these things.
Well,
Mhm.
so I imagine the wings and the belt require attunement.
Correct, they all do.
They all do, yeah.
So it takes an hour to make them yours, basically, and then you wear them until you take them off, and then you can't use them anymore. Well, you can use them if you attune to them again. That
Well,
makes sense.
I mean,
I'm good.
honestly,
I'll take
all these are
myself out of the
cool.
running.
I was gonna say me too, because I can polymorph into something that flies. I don't know about this cummerbund though. I don't know. I don't really need it. Like, I'm more of here to jam and like play music. So I just want these gems and pearls still. I want to see someone use this cummerbund thing. I think it'll be badass to watch.
Well, I don't
Entertain
know.
me
I
for
mean-
once.
I mean, if we're if we're trying to give them to like the person they'll benefit the most,
I would like that.
the
But I'm just one voice.
lantern, because it's going to let you hear everything, is probably best in the hands of the person who can sneak in to listen in the first place.
That's me, huh?
That's true.
I think it's you. Which I don't want to give you anything you just don't want, but
No, I mean I can. I just didn't, seemed like Moxie was really excited about the lantern.
I was, but I can do that like on my own. Like, I think it's awesome, but I don't need it. And I think you would get more use out of it, honestly. And you
Okay,
can
I
just
will take it, but if once we're done with all of our exploits and you want to take it to keep an eye on things at the circus, you just let me know.
Well, I appreciate that. And while you have it, I can look at it, and that's pretty much all I want. So I'm happy.
Okay.
okay.
All right. So Talon gets that. What about the butterfly wing thing with the vines?
So the butterfly wings, I mean, I guess mostly good for like short range travel, it seems like. Scouting, that kind of thing. Which I know Talon has a lot of skill in. I do as well.
I was thinking Alhena as soon as I saw it, but I didn't
mean,
want
I
to say that in case anybody else thought
could
they
have
should
butterfly
have it.
wings.
I am imagining it a little bit like the caterpillar at the end of A Bug's Life. Just teeny
Oh,
tiny
I'm a
wings.
beautiful butterfly. Oh, there's a wonderful centaur character in Witchlight that wears butterfly wings. That's all I'm thinking of. Is Diana Goldington. But I mean,
Elhana.
sure.
Okay. I've got it. Okay. Talon gets the diamond. I get the gems and pearls. Elhana gets the grasping vines. Talon also gets the lantern. Arrow should get the cummerbund because I think that'd be badass watching them like play with it. And I think you're creative in a very strange way. And I really think they do a great job.
Aw, thank you.
And then Culcus, I think Culcus honestly should get the gold so he can get like the armor that he wants. Like he has something he really wants, and I would love to be able to get it for him.
We could
But
really
that's just
kit you out, Culcus, like with some good armor and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, for 4,000 gold, you could get something.
And maybe buy us
Maybe
lunch or
some
something.
mithril might be good, so that I'm not clank, clank, clank all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea.
So this was just my opinion. I'm one tiefling out of all of us. But does that sound fair to everybody?
I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's perfectly fair. And then, if whatever we don't spend, we can sort of squirrel away and
Yeah, our team fund.
yeah, hang on to.
A team fund.
Team fund. All right, cool.
Okay. All right. You guys get called
Done and dealt with.
Done. You get called into the captain's quarters. Jacob is lying there, shirt unbuttoned, very roguish, pirate-esque. Has a little bit of chest hair showing. And he's, oh, hey guys, come on, sit down. Sorry about all that. Thanks for coming to rescue me. I'm kind of a little fuzzy on a lot of things, and Jenna said that it probably would be good for you guys to explain what's actually going on. I get that I was stuck and all that, and I remember what happened beforehand, but so you guys were sent to find me?
Moxie pulls out her violin or whatever it is and kind of lightly plays some soft music just because she sees like JPD's kind of anxious.
Mm-hmm.
So like she's trying to calm the mood a little bit and relax everybody.
Yes. So, it sort of started with Valrea, and we've expanded out to several different gods that are supporting all of us and asking for our help. But Valrea sent us to search for you and Haji and your crew to get you all back together.
Did she say why?
Well, it's been a little muddled over time, but there's some war that is brewing between the gods.
Oh.
Valeria wants to have you all together.
Okay. And you found Elcor already?
Yes.
How is the little bastard?
Oh.
Not you. You're not a little bastard. He says to the ship cat.
I mean, he's fine.
What about... Did she say anything about Solstice? Solstice is the other member of the group besides Tifa and Alcor and JPD and Haji. She did not.
I didn't think so. No.
So I know... Is he still alive?
We have no way of knowing.
Okay. I just know a lot of time has passed. And yeah. So, okay. So Valrea wants us to go where?
Waterdeep.
Okay. And okay. So basically we got to get Hachi, which was kind of what I was trying to do from the start, right? That's
Right, yes.
Seems to be on the same path. Okay, cool. Cool. So, all right. Well, do you guys? I've been told you have an apparatus on the ship, and that's how you found me. Do you have your next step? Do you already have a plan on how to get to Haji?
I mean, the most recent step in the plan was getting to you. So we're at this point we were hoping at least that maybe you could help us with our equipment and everything, and help us be able to locate him a little more precisely.
Yeah, where were you at in the process, I guess?
Well, actually, I went down to the island to talk to a friend who had some information for me. What we need is an extraplanar field resonator, which is a device that allows you to sort of like tune in. Do you guys know about tuning forks and planar travel?
A little bit.
Kinda.
So this is sort of every plane has a different frequency at which they resonate, basically, and that's how, most simply in the whole planar travel nonsense, that's the simplest way to do it. You have a tuning fork, you know the frequency, you can get there. So what this resonator does is allows you to sort of find the right tune, and since we made a plane of existence to trap Mask, it was something unique, and to find that I need the resonator, and I do know where it is, or I did know where it is, but it's gonna take a little bit to get there, and it might be dangerous.
Have you been to this plane before that you guys put Haji on?
No, we kind of just created it and put him in there. Well, we didn't put Haji in there. Do you guys know the story?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm gonna be
probably
selfish.
Uh-huh.
Because I keep hearing that I definitely shouldn't go to this place.
Why?
That's what Mistra told us. Like,
She
someone would
sent
get
like
taken
a
from me.
giant avatar champion to try and stop us from
And
traveling the
then
astral sea.
I
Uh-huh.
communed with her, and she said specifically that Moxie should not go, and that we cannot allow him to take it, and that we shouldn't open the plane.
Is Haji cool?
Haji is great. Haji is probably not what we need to worry about.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, no.
Is this the first time that we've heard Mask be mentioned in relation to the demi-plane?
I mean, I guess no one specifically said it, but it is in the story, you know that the plane was created to trap Mask, and Haji fell in there with him, basically.
Gotcha.
Did a Donkey Kong off of the edge of the map with somebody into the void.
So Mask, who's this Mask person?
Yeah, so Mask is the one who teamed up with the Raven Queen and tried to kind of take over the material plane and all of the nasty things that they wanted to do there. He is the god of, well, he's kind of the Lord of Shadows. He's known to be chaotic or neutral in the evil category. He's thieves and trickery. He's kind of a planner. He's not a great guy.
Interesting. So I'm not cool with Mask, I think.
Apparently, did you do something? How old are you?
I don't remember how old our team.
I mean, you can't be over 50.
No.
I'm
So-
exactly 50.
Tieflings basically
25.
have a human lifespan, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
25.
Yeah, so does your family have any history?
Like my grandpa is like Pop as Asmodeus. So
Your-
like does
Your
that matter?
grandfather is Asmodeus?
Well, like great couple greats pops? Like he talked to me. Yeah. Does that matter?
Holy shit. I don't know in the relations to Mask and Asmodeus, but what the I mean, sorry. That is...
It's cool, right?
Yeah, it's super cool. Cool. Yeah, well, if you are not meant to go into the plane for whatever reason, might be a good idea. But we need to get... What?
I can't just not go, though. Like, if we're all going, I have to go, too.
Well, I need to figure out why, I guess. It would be probably the best, course of action, right?
I feel like I keep interrupting you. You said you have a way to find what the next thing is? What was it?
Yes. So, there is a place. I don't know how much you guys have been traveling the Astral Sea and spell jamming your way around. There's a place called Doom Space. It's the name is worse than it is, kind of. Instead of having a star at the center of it, it has a black hole. So, I guess in a short lore of the area, it's originally was a place to seal away the gods, and then the gods got out. They came back, tried to get followers there, and the people there kind of said fuck you, and so the gods ended up collapsing their star, and so it's got this whole vortex of doom sort of thing, but it's gonna take a while for anything to get actually pulled in there. Anyways, the place that we need to go is owned by a rather eccentric dude, Vokath. He's kind of a giant. Do you know what a mercane is?
A merkin?
Yeah.
I don't. No, I guess I don't.
They're
Not
like
that one. Not that
Oh,
kind
okay.
of merkin.
I was like, how
Not
is that
kind.
living? A mercan?
mercane. They're like
Mercane.
merchants, but they're like...
I think you're trying to say ramekin.
Ramekin. Oh, you make good souffles in those.
Yeah.
Cool. Are we gonna eat desserts now, or?
Yeah. Anyways, they're just like really tall, blue skinned. They have extra digits on their bendy parts on their fingers, really long. He has this sort of space that he uses as a blood arena. He does a lot of like fights, gladiatorial stuff, and he is a trader in goods, and the last thing that I knew was that he had it. That's the information that I got when I was before I got stuck.
Let me recap. We need to find this dude named Volcath, who runs a blood arena in Doom Space.
Yeah.
Huh.
Sounds like fun. I'm in.
It sounds kind of cool.
That's pretty metal when you say it like that.
Yeah.
It does sound pretty metal.
And he has the tuning fork that we need.
Not a tuning fork. It is an extra planar field resonator.
Oh, those are basically the same thing to me. He has the thing that we need to find.
Yes. He has the MacGuffin, if you will.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
He has the cupcake that we need.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess we're going to Doom Space.
This blood
Sounds
arena
cool.
sounds really cool.
If I have to fight in the blood arena, I'm just telling you all ahead of time. It's gonna be wild.
Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't be great, but I want to go there. I want to know more about it.
Also, have you guys... How long have you been in the Astral Sea? Just, like, in terms of how many creatures and beings from here have you seen?
Basically none.
Okay. They're not... So, some of you from the material plane, it seems like, soft and squishy, everything out here is pointy and gnarly.
Cool.
Just to
Some would say my personality is pointy and gnarly, so
we seem
It's
pretty
Talon's
cool.
spirit animal. Yeah.
but consider us warned.
Right. Okay. Well, I can give them the coordinates, and we can kind of get on our way. Again, thanks for rescuing me. I was in a real tight spot.
Of course.
Well, at least you didn't know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had fun.
He kind of like,
The longest vacation ever.
yeah.
Yeah, and like God's made us anyways, so I mean you should thank the gods, really. I mean, they're the reason why we even knew about you to go find you.
Well, Belray was always good like that.
All right, well let's go to this blood arena in Doom Space.
I like your attitude.
Just imagine
mean-
Bartholomew's reactions. Like, you want to go where?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, you
What?
said what again?
Already,
I think we
baby,
should
it's
just give him
fine.
coordinates and not tell him what
Yeah.
it's called.
Right? I feel like at this point, all of us are just like, yeah, I guess this is the next part of our journey. Fuck it.
Yeah, right.
We don't have any better
We're
ideas.
just like, I don't know. I don't know how else we're gonna do this. So, like,
Talon's gonna have
whatever.
home field advantage.
That's fair.
Arrow's still trying to figure out what an
Pointy and
arcane resonator thing is.
Yeah, my brain stopped processing.
We're gonna have to
that.
start to explain it to Arrow. We're gonna have to start from Fork
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just
It's
expand
this.
out.
It's just
Yeah.
a special this.
Yeah. It's like one of those like a radio when you're trying to like that
Yeah.
sort of thing. Okay.
Radio.
All
No.
right,
Remember, it killed. It was killed a long time ago.
Oh right.
By video.
Yeah. God. I do
All
remember
right.
that.
In the Star Wars.
Fucking, you guys, we make really timely references.
the Star Trek Wars
here
or
here
the
in
Star
this
Wars
game.
Trek.
Oh, Trek
Well,
on
video
the Star
killed the
Wars.
radio star.
Okay.
The
We're
Trek
gonna
Warstar.
But before we get stuck in the loop, we're gonna go on break.
Just
We're gonna be
saying
back.
words.
We're gonna be back in 5 to 10 minutes. So go to a place, grab a snack, grab your food, take your medication if you need to. We'll be right back. Bye. Hello, welcome back, everybody. I hope you got your beverage and you're taking a little time to relax with us as we continue our adventures in space. You guys put in the coordinates. Bartholomew is given where you guys are going. He is a professional and is like, that's fine, just don't get me killed, basically. But you guys sort of enter hyperspace as you plane shift your way to Doom Space. You are kind of get a little bit further outside of the space that you're going, the planet, or technically it's moon. But you see a lot of open, what you would think a galaxy looks like, or a galaxy. Instead of having a star in the middle, it is a black hole. There are a few scattered planets that you can see in the distance. There's one with many moons. There's one with no moon. But you're going towards a gaseous sort of smaller planet, which is technically a moon and Jenna will kind of give you an overview of what, like a little history lesson. But you see in front of you, floating above a luminous green cloud of Volcath, which is the name of the moon, is a structure made of gray and black stone with large crystal formations jutting out from the underside. Docks radiate outwards from the building that is capped by a crystal dome. Several ships are already moored there. Attached to the main building is a tower that has its own private dock near the top. And at the end of the dock is a ship shaped like a dragonfly. Flanking the dock are two identical 40-foot tall statues, each one depicting a thin, blue, well-dressed giant. And as you kind of maneuver your ship you see like lights flashing, lots of multicolored lights, and as you move around this moon base, you see a giant, like gargantuan-sized, floating whale in space, and on its back are little bright lights that are flickering, and there's a lot of movement. And as you continue, like you get a better look at this, everyone in the crew is kind of standing on the edge of the ship, looking at it, and you hear one of the crewmates mutter, and this is Argosel. He says in common, "Kinchella," and they're all kind of just in shock and like looking at this. And Jenna's like, "The Windfish Fest. I didn't think it was. There's no way. Why is it here?" And they're kind of like muttering to each other. Probably seeing the confusion on your face, she kind of turns to you and just goes, "So this is not something that we were expecting. I just thought it was a myth. This is the Windfish Fest. It's a party that's been going on for hundreds of years, and it's outside of the gladiator pit. They must be here for the fights. We have to go. Can we go?"
It sounds cool. Who's that one party animal we always run into? Is she gonna be? She's probably there, right?
Sechi!
Yeah.
I don't know who
She's
that is.
definitely there.
It's like a big festival that happens all the time. There's like a bunch of merchants and parties there. You can get any sort of drug if you want that sort of thing, but there's also like a lot of cool drinks, and there's probably a bunch of different and cool people that are there.
It sounds like you want to go. As our captain,
I'm in.
will go.
Talon will go. Talon's in. Arrow's definitely in. I've decided for them. Alhena? Yeah.
Yes.
Culcus. Now, we've been talking about this book for a long time. I want to see you hunt
Reenact.
and pray at this big giant whale thing, okay?
I mean, I suppose we are here on a mission as well.
Yeah,
and
but
so...
just say yes. It just feels good to say yes, right? Yeah.
Talon leans into Alhena. I didn't know Moxie was into watching.
I don't even think she has anything to say to that. I think there's just like a little bit of blush, like, oh god, I hadn't even
They're both
considered.
red, like, oh, found out something new about our friend.
You know, a night off every now and then is not so bad.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose as long as we don't find out that this is also, like, nefariously magically induced.
Well, if we do, we'll be glad we were there.
What are the odds that we run into two nefariously magically induced places?
For most people or for us?
For most people.
Oh, it's
For
probably
most-
a terrible idea.
For most people, almost nothing. For us, that's like 50-50, I think.
All right, I'm gonna
It's
leave
a
Root here, but I'm not
63%
leaving my
chance.
armor.
Yeah, not like it matters. Like, we're gonna go anyways. Because our captain wants to go. You know, we love our captain.
I
And
said I'd
I
go.
love you.
You can stop
I know.
looking at me like that. I said I'd go.
I know. I just like forcing you into
I'll
self-
even have a drink, maybe two.
Yeah.
Jacob
In
kind
that
of goes.
case, count me in.
Jacob kind of goes. I've had enough partying for a while. Why don't you just drop me
should
off?
rest.
Right. I'm just drop me off, and I'll get us an audience with the big guy upstairs. But have fun.
Do you- Do you want Root to go with you in case there's trouble? You can let me know.
I think I'll be okay. I'm still coming down from the last one. I don't think anybody can take over my mind again. Hopefully, probably not. I'll be fine.
Okay. Root looks slightly offended.
My bad. My
You
bad,
offended
little
the
dude.
bird.
Yeah. So you guys drop Jacob off at the one of the docks at the sort of citadel-looking thing, and you guys make your way towards the giant party that is going on. There's a bunch of like, there's not actually. You are find a place to sort of set down on the back of this whale, which is huge and is not like causing any upward movement or anything like that. So everyone there is like, there are people from literally every walk of life. You see you see astral elves, small automated robot type things running around. There is a school of space guppies that flies by with little like 6-inch people on top of them. There's large oval-shaped birds with colorful feathers and white bellies that are sort of like hobbling around. They have like flat wings with little hands at the end of them. Large gray leather-skinned biggins wearing extravagant clothing. There's medium-sized creatures hanging from their feet, like grappling with shortened muzzled and round eyes. There's large space hamsters wandering around, and there's what seems to be space seagulls kind of everywhere. But yeah, this is kind of the scene that there's lots of tents, there's lots of music going, it's very bass heavy, and there's a lot of like magical lights that are kind of like, it's a rave. It's just a rave that you're walking into. But if you guys want to explore, you can find some merchants, some people to talk to. What do you guys want to do?
Well, first of all, Moxie uses thaumaturgy and makes her eyes like bright white.
Cool.
And then takes out her drum and is like kind of drumming and getting in the party mood.
Yeah. People are like, everyone seems like they're like, not that this is like a festival, not like vacation. Everyone's having a good time, but it's not. It seems genuine, more genuine now that you guys are like on edge from your last place.
There are
Arrow's put
merchants and
together-
things here.
Arrow's put together
so-
some pre-rolls too and has handed those out to people in the group
Yeah.
if anybody wants anything.
Yeah.
So do you think, Kalkus, this is a place you want to look for armor?
I don't. I suppose we should see if there are merchants somewhere, but let's take a look. I suppose.
No, let's look around.
Before we get,
Tucks away the pre-roll for at least a little bit.
All right. Yeah, you guys are able to ask around, and everyone seems pretty friendly and genuine. And like, you ask for somebody. You're looking specifically for armor.
Yeah, probably an armor smith of some kind. Because as a player, I'm looking for mithril armor and hopefully splint and/or plate.
Okay. Yeah.
Because those would be the upgrades, and then if they can also be magical on top of that, but that probably starts getting hugely expensive.
Okay. Yeah, you find your way to a shop. They're again these like 3 foot tall. They look like penguins, creatures with like really colorful feathers. Are walking around, and there are a few that have shops, and one of them is a purple feathered duder, and he seems to have a bunch of like sort of random armors that and wares that he has at his station, if you want to go talk to him.
Yes. Is there some kind of roll to make to know what this creature is, or am I just gonna be going in?
Yeah, you could probably ask one of the people who do planar travel. Yeah, this is, let me get the name right. A Dothwar. They literally look like little penguins. Let's see if I can show you guys.
I need to know how to spell that.
Dothwar.
Oh my god. I feel like you make these games for me sometimes, LB. You put all my favorite things in it.
So this is what they look like.
They're just
Oh,
Club
yeah,
Penguin
they're
penguins.
just-
they're just
Oh no! I didn't think
We're
about
in
that.
Club Penguin.
Club Penguin.
Oh no! Yes, you are in Club Penguin. Yeah, so you approach this Dothwar, and his name. That's not what I was looking for. His name is Setar. And he is ready to do business if you're
Yes.
ready to trade.
Hello there, my good sir. I'm hoping that you will have something that will fit my needs for a new armor set.
My
Ah!
dark need.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Oh, well, something that offers at least as much protection as my chainmail, but is quieter. Quieter being the main thing, but then anything that I can get that would be more protective. And I'm looking at, spending a couple thousand gold, but could be persuaded to spend a little bit more depending on the bells and whistles.
Ah, okay. So you want something a little bit stronger than what you already got, with a little bell and a little whistle.
Well, not literal bells and whistles. That would actually be the opposite of what I want with this armor. I want it to be quieter than
He's looking for
most
stealth.
heavy armor.
Yeah. Oh no. I'm sorry. Yes. I understand what you're saying. I didn't mean to be metaphorical. I was being metaphorical, not. Yes. Okay. So let's see what I got. And he kind of moves back into his stuff. And he is there something you what do you want specifically? Because I'm not. You can have what you want. It's just gonna cost you.
Because I'm trying to think, like, maybe if I got like mithril splint
Okay.
+1. I don't know like how much turning something into +1 starts adding on to the cost though.
Yeah. Let's see.
It's either like just straight mithril plate or like mithril splint plus something.
Yeah. Okay. So probably to make it +1 is going to be about 1,000 gold.
Okay.
And then how much is the mithril armor listed in the?
Where
As
do you
a
find
co-
prices in the DMG? This is
not in the
mithril
DMG.
armor is uncommon.
Yeah. So
splint is 200, plate is 1,500.
okay. Let me. With D&D Beyond.
They finally made a working economy.
I mean, it's not great. Oh, it doesn't have the cost. Sometimes it has the cost. Fuck. Okay.
Dang.
Armor splint, uncommon.
Because yeah, I mean, mithril basically just makes it so that it gets rid of the disadvantage on stealth checks and it gets rid of a strength requirement, but that's not going to matter for me.
Yes. Simon has an opinion. God, I know someone. Okay, so price range. Yeah, so it'd be about $2,000 for a +1. You can reach my shoulder? Wow. +1 mithril armor. Mithril splint armor.
Okay. Yeah.
And what's the dollar gold conversion?
2.
$1 is 2 gold.
Okay,
Now
so
it's 2,000. Or now it's 4,000 gold. Thanks.
Damn.
I was just about to say, so 2,000 for the +1 mithril splint. I'm curious about the price jump to +2, or if it would make sense to try and maybe get plate mail in mithril plus.
I feel like I at some point had a list of like calculations, but thank you, Simon. So from +1 to +2, I think it's like $5,000.
Okay,
Or
so I'm not
5,000
gonna be able
gold.
to afford that, but could maybe do plate mithril +1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to become as tanky as possible.
Sure. Yeah.
You're like, what can I get for 4,000 gold?
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Whatever I can get for that.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Is anyone else looking around the shop?
I mean,
Fox is
Talon's
looking
always
around.
shopping a little for like I mean, maybe there's like some cool arrows and stuff, like
Mhm.
exploding
Got one
things
right
or whatever.
here.
But that's it.
Yeah.
Well, my favorite arrow is already with me, but
Mhm.
like ones that I can fire out of my bow.
Damn. That I can't do. I don't have that feat.
No, I didn't take it either. Fire your friends from your
Yeah.
longbow.
From your longbow.
Full plate will be 1,500 for the base, and then +1 would be another 1,000.
So 2,500, and then
Mhm.
how much to make it mithril?
That is mithril.
Ah, okay. So could do mithril plate +1 for 2,500,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and then that leaves us 1,500 in party funds.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Now, what I'm trying to figure out is like in D&D Beyond, the only +1 mithril I see as an option is half
Half
plate.
plate. Yeah, I was just looking at that.
And so you may need to do a like custom item to give me mithril plate +1,
Probably.
or I suppose yeah, I'm not sure how best
You
to
could
go
also
about
just
doing that.
add the mithril plate armor and then adjust your AC.
Sorry,
Yeah.
what are you getting? Oh,
So
plus
mithril
one.
plate +1.
Yeah. Half
But
plate is
they-
the only one. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, that's.
Huh.
I don't understand the D&D Beyond inventory system.
I'll have to talk to Ted. Ted can talk to their guy.
Can you add this for us? Thanks.
Yeah, if that's what you want, we can do it. You'll just have to remind me.
Yeah, so mithril plate +1, and I'm trying to figure out the best way for me to go about. Oh, I can do additional magic bonus
Oh, there you go.
in the armor class.
Mhm.
For those of you looking around, you see behind a glass case is what looks to be a round, sort of moon-like looking rock that's like oval in shape, and it seems to be like the glass says "Do not touch." But the rest of it's kind of just normal armor stuff.
I don't think Arrow's shopping here. I think Arrow has probably wandered off to look at something else, because as any young adult going through parental drama is looking to get a tattoo.
With Talon's passive perception, she notices Arrow wandering off and follows them.
Mine is also pretty
Yeah,
high,
we've-
so I'm like,
we've
Talon, where are
covered-
you going? I'm following Talon.
Yep. We're just a trail of following friends.
Well, I guess it's Moxie and Colchis hanging out.
No, I
Staring
actually
at that
do want to just
moonstone.
like shop around, but not for anything important. Well, important, not anything mechanically important.
Yeah.
Moxie asked what that big stone is.
Ah! That is a dragon egg.
How much does a dragon egg cost?
That one? I'd part with it for 2,000.
I mean, thank you. I don't think we can afford that.
Well, we currently have 1,500 in the party gold from
Well, I
what's
can't
left
just-
over from the armor.
I can't just blow it on a dragon egg for no reason. Like, what would I do with this dragon egg? Like, grow a dragon?
Yeah!
You guys, do we want a dragon?
Suppose it
The
could
voice of
be-
reason, Talon is gone. She followed Arrow.
Mhm.
It's just
You turn around and it's just Colchis there.
I'm
Okay,
I'm
so we
sort
want
of
a
off looking at trinkets.
Swear to God, if y'all get like scammed on buying a dragon egg.
Well,
But it's
Colchis would kind of bend down and whisper to Moxie when you can maybe ask to take a closer look and try and identify it. Make sure it's what he says it is.
hey, hot stuff. Can I get closer to this a little bit? I'm not gonna
Ah!
touch it.
I like your coloring, but I'm not interested. Thank you.
Oh, I mean, that's fine. I was just giving a compliment. That's all.
Mm. You can.
And then
You
I
want to
have
look?
touch it. Can I touch? Can I just like touch it? I'll be gentle. Here's a gold just as a tip for a cleaning fee.
No, do you have anything valuable that I can like
There's 2
hold? And if
gold.
you break it, then I can break it.
Yeah. And Moxie like digs around because apparently she has a backpack on, and she pulls out like one of the mugs that she got from one of the little kids, and gives it. And like, listen, this was handmade by a human child.
Ah! Okay.
Okay, so you can have this. And if I
No
break the
funny
dragon,
business. We have anti-magic shit around here.
that there's no magic in it. It's just like
No, I
handmade
need
by-
you with my egg.
Oh,
These are Joanna's eggs.
Moxie kind of looks to Culk is like, I still want to touch it even if I can't like do anything. Here's the mug.
Takes the mug and he starts looking at it, and he's
And
like,
then Moxie like touches the
"Yeah, you touch the egg and cast Identify. Can you read me Identify real quick?
Oh, they'll let me? Okay.
Yeah. Just don't break it.
You choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. It's instantaneous. The magic item or some magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use or how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell crafted it.
It's none of those things, but you can feel magic sort of radiating from it in that there is a dragon in there.
Like, holy shit, this is really a dragon egg.
Yeah! I wouldn't lie. It's bad business.
Thank you for taking such good care of my mug.
Yeah, puts the glass back on, gives you your mug back.
You will have to pardon us. In our travels, we have come across those who have attempted to bamboozle us.
Ah! Well, I'm glad you came here.
Well,
Indeed,
thank you.
this is very fine craftsmanship.
Yeah, wonderful shop here.
But so still at 1,500 gold. I've got less than 200 gold on me.
Would you sell it to us for 1,500 gold, this dragon egg?
I can't part with it for less than 2,000.
1,700.
Do you have anything valuable that you could trade?
I'll give you this mug created by a human child.
Yeah,
And-
I think that's more of a sentimental thing.
Okay.
I mean, also at the very least, I can like sell him my old chainmail, which I think gets me, what is it, half the cost of it or something.
How much is that?
I mean, that's only going to be half of 75, so like 38.
So listen, 1,500 gold,
Mm.
the chainmail, and this mug crafted by hand from a human child.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't want the mug at all.
I'll keep the mug.
Moxie,
How about I'll
just
take the
hold
mug
on to
off
the
your
mug.
hands for nothing?
How about... But he kind of like looks at you guys and looks you over. Are you guys wearing any like anything from the material plane that's like jewelry or...
Moxie would have. Oh, she's got her bitch necklace on.
Yeah, I was about to say we're wearing these cool boss bitch
Yeah.
necklaces.
Yeah. And Moxie has like a couple rings, nothing super expensive, but like
Yeah.
Wait, did Moxie make jewelry while we were
Mhm.
traveling with like the
Oh,
pearls
I didn't
or anything?
yet, but I
Mhm.
can.
You, I
Or
mean,
you
you
could
could go
just
back in
give him
time
the
and you
gems.
could have.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could also give him the gems.
Wait. Oh God. Listen. Look at these. And then she hands the
Ah!
bag.
Pearls. And you kind of see him like, huh.
How about this
Like-
bag for that dragon egg?
This bag plus the gold.
Culcus. Okay, that's too much, you know.
We literally left our 2 charisma base party members together. You guys can figure this out.
So
Yeah.
the gems and the pearls were only worth 200.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
he's a.
But he can't get pearls here.
That's true.
There's no ocean.
You
Unless they're
could try
doom
to
pearls.
persuade him.
The economy
I
is
know.
different in
I was gonna
every
say-
place.
That's true.
Let
Your-
me.
Your persuasion is probably better. I can help as to give you advantage on it.
What I want to do is do enthralling performance, and I'm gonna say, listen, what was your name again?
Setar.
Setar!
Setar. Awesome name. Even cooler creature. Like, you're amazing. But what I
Thanks!
have is more valuable is this song I'm gonna play for you right now. And then Moxie like puts all of her energy into playing this pan flute to
Mhm.
what she thinks some sort of avian creature would like.
Okay.
Some higher pitched bird like noises.
Little tweedledees and tweedledums.
Yeah, she plays the tits out of it.
Yep.
And then they have to win a a wisdom saving throw and then to be charmed.
We're gonna
Okay.
get kicked out of like.
It's a plus
You could have
4.
also just persuaded him.
It's true.
I
No,
love
this is good. No, this is good. Let them
My
Let them
persuasion's
fly.
only a +4.
let
This
them
is on
fly.
Moxie.
Just make him a song about himself.
I
So
rolled a
cool.
5.
Oh yes.
Ah.
You have to get a 16. I also have the lucky feat, mind you, so I could have used that too. And so I want to charm this penguin into taking my jewels for this dragon egg and 500 gold because I feel bad.
Okay. Yeah, he's like, all right.
No,
Ah.
never
I
mind.
mean,
Okay.
so the gems and stuff are going to be more useful as spell components for the most part. So like if we can like charm him, haggle him down because we've got 1,500 gold left.
Yeah.
So we've already kept the diamonds though. So
Yes.
Yeah, so the diamonds are off the table. Diamonds
Yeah.
aren't in
Okay,
danger.
okay.
Yeah.
I was just gonna make jewelry out of these gems, and like Moxie loves this creature. Not only is she trying to like persuade it, she like is enthralled by them. So she wants to give them stuff. So I think or do we want to just give gold? Like we had this conversation before my performance. Culcus, what are we offering? Just the gems?
The 1,500 gold and maybe some of the gems as well. I don't think we should.
1,500 gold and a pearl. They'd said they'd take 500 gold. How about 500 gold and a pearl is what we'll give them?
I don't know who said they would take 500 gold for the
You
dragon.
said
egg.
Maxie said that.
Yeah, I'm just trying. How about 1,500
Moxie, are you
and one pearl?
gaslighting this guy?
I know.
Are you
1,500
gaslighting
and
me?
one pearl.
All right.
1,500 and one pearl.
Okay. Yes, you enthrall him. He agrees. Let's do a fanthorpe to celebrate.
I don't know where my fan is, but I
Thank
have
you
a
for that
paper plate.
redemption. Hey yo. Ready? All right. In 3, 2, 1. Nice one, Val. Thank you for that redemption. Yeah, you guys walk away with a rocky white egg. That's probably about, a foot, a little under a foot big, and the armor that you need.
I gotta say, I'm so fucking pleased with you guys right now.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, I
We have a
think.
child.
Yeah, I think notices like the other party members have vanished. It's like we should take this back to the ship first before we.
I want to
We
show
don't
it
want to
to
walk around with this.
Okay.
We'll tell them we have a surprise back on the ship.
Okay, yeah, we should. So we kind of look around to see if we see anybody, so we can yell, "We'll be right back!" And if we don't, we just hurry up and go back to the ship with the egg.
I'm in the general vicinity. I'm now looking for the other two small ones. Like, oh shit.
Like Moxie sticks her hand up, you see like a purple arm. Like, we're going to the ship. We'll be right back. Keep shopping.
Oh, okay. Do we do like the giraffe? Like just that?
Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just currently crowdsourcing recipes with the chat for the dragon egg. It just
Val and I are
We
fighting.
are. I will literally kill you.
Val and
I
I
know
are
where you
fighting
sleep.
forever.
I said this as a joke, but I'm like, God, that sounds so good now.
Nicholas,
No, we can't do a
please.
poll.
I'm upset, but
Can we
No.
do a poll for whether or not
No.
to cook the dragon egg?
No, we
No.
can't.
No, we
Because
can't.
I say no,
a child
and
now.
Val is also a mod, but Val doesn't know how to do that shit.
It's my channel, and I say no. How about that?
Yeah.
We're not cooking this
That's
egg.
fair.
Yeah. What LB
All
says
right.
goes.
Mom
That's-
said no.
Mom said no. We're moving on. Get in the car. All right.
Okay. Oh, I'm so happy.
Don't
We have-
name
we
me.
have a
I will.
dragon.
Shall and I will. All right. We are. Chris, don't please. We are going to. Yeah. So
I have the
Alhena,
people on my side.
Oh my god.
How do you? Who's the host of this call? Can we just mute Val?
Forever.
Send them to the shadow realm.
I will go
Send them
start
to the
streaming
shadow
on
realm.
Oh my god,
GGK,
it's so weird.
and we're just gonna talk through recipes.
I will
Everyone can
change
join
the
me there.
fucking stream code. Don't
Arrow gets
test
turned
me.
into a
If I am
frog.
outed here, if I'm kicked out,
I-
Arrow is getting a tattoo, and also he gets.
you cannot contain me.
Bet.
All right.
Okay. Anyway,
Moving on.
Arrow. wanders off,
Alhena,
now
you
I'm
are
following
doing
him.
some shopping.
Yeah, just for a couple little trinkets.
Okay. Talon and Arrow, you guys are off. What are you doing?
Arrow was looking for a tattoo.
I'm looking for
artist,
I
right?
wanna get a
tattoos.
tattoo. Yeah.
Absolutely. You can definitely find a tattoo artist and a piercer here. What are you looking to get?
I'm willing to just get a regular tat again.
Yeah.
Arrow's in a good place, and like in kind of a weird place, and kind of needs something like to ground themselves in the moment. Has already probably also lit up at this point, and I think I wanted to look to see if I could get an Eldritch Claw tattoo, which is an uncommon item. But if that is not possible, just go with just a regular old tattoo. But
Yeah, you could find somebody who could do magical tattoos here. Be the place to do it.
yeah, so I think just walks across a couple of shops. I imagine probably maybe some vendors out, going across, looking at art, kind of shopping around, wants to make a good pick. Looks at some of their work. Tries to find a good place.
Okay. Yeah, you stumble across a.
Notices Talon following.
Yeah.
I am
checking up on them.
disappointed. I made a poll for you and no one voted in it.
I didn't even
You
see.
made
Oh,
no
okay.
making
see it.
polls.
I didn't
All
even
the
see
options were no's.
Oh.
You
Should we
have
took
to,
the
no, you
dragon
have to
egg.
make them last longer.
Yeah, I didn't even see the poll.
It
I can
defaulted to a minute.
I can
Oh.
report your poll.
You
will
see
not.
you guys, you see a bug-like creature with 4 arms and 2 legs that is tattooing with its extra hands, but big bug eyes with antennae, and he is currently tattooing a gith, which is a big hippo person. They have like bright lights shining around their neck, and they're getting a tattoo of a giraffe looking person with very feminine curves on their arm. And you walk up.
So it says, "Hey, do you have any walk-in appointments available?"
And the bug-like creature kind of turns to see the big bright eyes are like reflecting all of the lights, and he says, "All right, you got about 14 minutes. I'm almost done here."
Oh yeah, I don't think we got. Oh, talent. Hey, are we in like a time crunch or anything right now?
No.
Cool. I was gonna get some ink. Do you want something as well?
Well, my first tattoo was not planned, so yeah, I'll get something.
Cool.
All right.
Do you know what you're gonna get?
Yeah. It kind of it's like I was thinking something like this, and I think I was looking at a design of like rows of shark's teeth down their arms, in kind of like a spiraling pattern.
Very fitting.
Yeah, I don't know, just came to me. I just need some sort of change, you know?
Got hit with some big news.
Yeah.
This seems like a healthy way to deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not well versed in the art of letting go. So what was it that you gave us all earlier?
Right. So this is so I actually got this from the pouch. I found like I get some really good buds from the pouch. I don't know if that's what it's intended for, but it is an herb. So but yeah, it should be just like kind of like a mellow sensation you get. I wouldn't go for the whole thing, you know, just like take a couple hits, see how it feels. You give it like 15.
She kind of
I
like
know.
deep breath, looks around at like where they are. She's like, all right.
It's good to relax, you know, let loose.
Don't know if you've noticed, it's not really my forte.
Yeah, kind of get that vibe. Let's get some ink. What do you want to get?
I was thinking I know it's weird because like I don't know if he'll even notice, but I was thinking about getting like a big blood hooked like talon down like my like shoulder for root.
That sounds sweet. Yeah, I like that. Could they tattoo you get matching tattoos with
No, we're
root?
definitely not
Okay.
tattooing him. No.
All
But like
right.
I'll
All right.
get like his claw on me. I thought that would
Okay.
look kind of cool.
That would look cool. Yeah, I like that. Just like the black pine with like maybe the red talons at the end or something. Yeah.
All right. The tattoo artist is going to call you over. All right. Well, what's you thinking about doing?
Yeah, so this is kind of what I was saying, just like describes the tattoo that that they were talking about getting.
And what kind of tattoo did you want?
I want the Eldritch Claw tattoo. It depends on how much it costs. I only have like 200. I have 224 gold pieces. So I don't know if that'd be enough. If not, I can wait and just get the ink itself. But
yeah, it's 500 gold.
500.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I do not have enough for that.
Have Moxie and Culcus come back?
Not yet.
Okay.
Talon has 410 gold, so she will loan the rest to Arrow. So that she literally doesn't care about gold. She does not need it. This girl provides for herself. Gold is just a thing that she carries around because that's no meaning to her. So she will give him the rest.
276. 276. And then it
It's
was
removed.
224. All right. I owe you.
You cook for me all the time.
That's fair. I don't charge any of you for that.
Nope.
Okay. This makes up for that.
Yeah. It's like lost wages.
I'll go collect from everyone else later.
Now you have a dollar amount to collect from everybody else.
I'm going to go. I need 276 from everyone else in the party.
All right, Arrow's getting tattooed. Alhana, you are going to join back up with Talon and Arrow, or are you waiting for Moxie and Colchis?
Yeah, no, I was gonna go after Talon and Arrow and see what they're up to.
Yeah. Find them at this open air tent tattoo shop.
They hear me coming, I'm sure.
Clop, 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 clop.
Actually, in here, the base is everything. So
oh,
maybe
the base, that's right.
Yeah.
This is my one chance to sneak up on them.
Do it.
I want to try to sneak up on Talon.
She's gonna be so impressed if this works.
It's not going to, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna creep around and try to sneak up on Talon. I have nothing that will help me with this.
Maybe it's a perception at disadvantage with all the base. I don't know.
I've got a big +1 stealth, so
I have a +10 to perception.
okay, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Roll off. Here we go.
All right, roll up. Disadvantage.
Ember
Roll.
shot. Okay.
That's not bad.
16.
I got a 12 with disadvantage. The other one was a dirty 20. so-
Okay.
I got a 9 with disadvantage. The other one was a natural 20. So
I don't want to sneak up on Arrow if they're getting a tattoo, though. So that seemed too
Okay.
mean.
I definitely do not see you coming.
That's
so
fine. You
I
don't
don't
see
ruin
anything.
it by going, hey.
You don't see enough to be scared when I sneak up. And so just like very, very careful. Like the base is like sort of hiding a lot of it, but sort of like clops around. I mean, I guess Talon is like like in no like waiting area or something because it's open air, so it's just like hanging out. And Alhena sort of like makes her way up behind her and then just kind of like leans down and is like, tattoos, huh?
Oh. Sneaky. Yeah. Arrow's getting one now, and I'm gonna get one next.
Oh yeah? What are you going to get?
I was thinking I was gonna get like Bloodhawk claw on my shoulder, like root for root, like as like a cap sleeve.
Oh, that's really cool.
You gonna get something?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have any tattoos, so
Yeah, I figured I should get one that I chose, like not that this one isn't like really cool and awesome and super useful, but like I figured I should, have another tattoo that I, had a part in like deciding what it looks like.
yeah.
I mean, this
yeah.
is very fitting for my personality,
Yeah.
but
Hey, it's like looking around, like, I want to show you something.
okay.
Pulls out just a little like, it's just a little like pouch with a little bow on it. Like, I got you something. I just saw something I thought maybe you would like. So
Thank you. I actually can't remember ever getting a present before.
we'll count this the first.
Thank you. And she'll open it.
It's a very thin chain. It's like a silver choker, which clasps in the back. It's this very thin chain. And the front is just like a single arrow.
Oh, she loves it. It goes with her other necklace.
I just,
It's
I thought you'd like
beautiful. You for not knowing me that long, you know me very well.
well, we've all been through a lot together, so I think that counts for something.
Yeah, I mean, how many people on Earth can say that they've been chosen by gods for a great mission and then get sent on it and not really know each other prior to that very much?
Not very many.
Yeah. It's made for a fun several weeks though.
Can I help
Thank
you
you.
put it on?
Yes, please, thank you. I'm always really bad with these little clasps. The leverage though, like it's gonna be so much easier from that
Yeah.
height. Gives Elena a big hug. It says thank you. But probably like lingers in the hug a little bit.
I'm glad you like.
I rolled an insight check to see if I can just pick up on what's going on. I rolled a natural 1. So they were roommates.
They're
They're
roommates.
just
They're
really good
roommates.
friends. I'm glad to see y'all getting along so well.
And they were
Yeah,
roommates.
so they were definitely roommates. Should we go check on Arrow?
Oh yeah, for sure. They've had kind of a long day.
Yeah, it seems like they needed this. Let me go check on Arrow.
Moxie and Calcus, you can start making your way back as they, Arrow, you're getting your tattoo done. It's gonna take a little bit of time to do this. You guys want to catch up?
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's probably a brief little bit, like we get back on the ship and because most of the crew seemed like they really wanted to go out as well. Who's
Yeah.
still on the ship? Is it just Bartholomew?
Bartholomew and probably they left behind Promise as like the youngest member of the crew. They were like, "You're the greenest." Yeah.
Yep. And so I think it's just like, okay, so we got a dragon egg. We're gonna leave it on the ship because it's probably safest here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Just need to make sure it doesn't get squished or cracked or broken.
Don't let anybody take it.
Of course, yeah. What about, like, how is it?
The party?
Yeah.
It's insane. But you know, it's not that cool. Like, I've been to cooler parties. How about when we get back to our plane, you can come to the circus? You come to one of our circus parties. It'll be way better than this thing.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great.
You know what? I'll find you a souvenir while we're down there.
Really?
Yeah, because I feel bad. I mean, I just show appreciation for you watching our new egg.
Thanks, Moxie. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Well, thanks again. And we're gonna try to surprise. We don't really want people to know about this egg quite yet.
Okay.
Focus and I need to discuss.
Does it need to like be warmed up? Like, do I need to sit on it or like, not sit on it, but like, should I keep it close to myself?
The merchant didn't say anything about that.
We might need to go back and ask.
Well, Moxie, when you checked to make sure it was a dragon egg, did you get a sense of it needing any kind of special care?
Not from that spell.
Can I?
But he did keep it. It was kept in a glass container out in the open, so it's not like it was under a heat lamp or anything.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't get too hot or too cold, I think we're okay.
Okay.
And then
yeah.
I'm just suddenly remembering, like, so you know how like back when we were kids, there was that like the dinosaurs special where it was like a Nat Geo thing except about dinosaurs. I know eventually they did one about dragons that the only bit I remember watching was they had a clip in, like, for those who have no idea what I'm talking about, it's basically a fake documentary about dragons as if they were real, but like treating them like wildlife essentially. And it was a bit about like the temperature of the egg determined whether it came out, what gender it came out as.
Oh, yeah. I think there are some egged creatures that have that, like some reptiles that if they're too cold, it's female. If they're too hot, it's male. Interesting.
Yep.
Seems like it should be opposite.
I don't know. I was making it up.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. You guys want to start making your way?
Making our way downtown.
As we're making our ways downtown, Moxie wants to keep an eye on the little merchants to get like a little something like fun for Promise.
Sure.
Like anything that is shiny or
so there's a lot of the merchants have these little like it's like a like almost a little jar that's like cylindrical, and it's got a flashing light in it, like a little strobe going on inside. Tina.
Yeah, I want to buy one of those.
Yeah, it's like a silver maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna buy 2.
Okay,
just in case I break one.
Sure.
And like
Okay.
and so we make our way back after that to everyone else and see the tattoos.
Yeah. Arrows
Moxie's
could be
like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Arrow's just like zoned out at this point. It's gotten the like full hit. It's just like vibing. It's like, hey.
Good for you, Arrow. Good for you. Is anybody else getting a tattoo?
I'm up next.
Nice.
Nothing like magical, but just
Is arrows magical?
Yeah.
and they're gonna teach me how to use this and pulse the like pre-roll or whatever that they made.
Oh, well, I can help you with that while Arrow's occupied.
Perfect. How do I do this?
Gives you the appropriate instructions.
Perfect.
Let's teach everyone in chat how to smoke weed. So
Nope.
Ah, there's a meteor attack. Oh, everyone. Yeah, well, Arrow's getting their tattoo finished up. You guys see sort of a bright white light that appears kind of behind Culcus. This seems to be the outline of a humanoid form, but that is made of light. And the only really thing that you can get out of it is this sort of swirling, almost like cosmic aura around them, and then their eyes are outlined, so you can see the eyes, but the form is obscured by this cosmic thing going on around it. It looks like this.
Oh, camera
see that.
cooperate. It's just
Camera.
completely washed out.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll post it in chat.
yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead.
hello there. Can we help you?
This sort of flighty voice speaks to you. It's floating a little bit above the ground, so it's more at your height. And this it kind of echoes as it speaks to you, and it says, "Are you Culcus?"
Yes, that's me.
I have been sent by the Mistress Lyra.
Oh, of course. Just very quickly, does this seem like something she would do?
You are in a place that is party central. If she wanted to get in contact, you're not sure what this is. And you're not quite. She's never talked to you like this, but excuse me. But you're not getting heebie-jeebie vibes off of it or anything like
Sure.
that.
Yeah, just making sure this isn't something trying to like trick me
Mhm.
with it. But yes, of course. What does my lady ask of me?
She said that she spoke with soon. I can tell you what she said, or I can inhabit you and I can show you. Whichever you would prefer.
I mean, how much of a visual component is there?
Not much. I just spoke to her.
Then I think that just the words is fine. Thank you.
All right. You asked her about Mistra, yes?
Yes.
Mistra,
What did,
Mistra wishes to keep the balance that was created after the Great War with the Raven Queen. Those involved should continue to remain in punishment. If the darkness is allowed out, Mask will seek his godlyhood back. He is the most dangerous to the Pantheon now. Mask, she said, always has a backup plan. That's why it is so difficult to track him down and to defeat him in the first place. That is all she said. Well, she did say, I don't know if she wanted this repeated. She said that to get this information, she had to go through a lot, and then she made an odd gesture that I do not understand.
well, maybe that one you should give me just the visual component for.
You see her arms move in front of her body, and the light from her body obscures her hands, so you can't really see what she's doing, and then she puts her hands back at her side.
Right. Well, I will be sure to thank her for her efforts.
Of course. She says she's happy that you are here.
Oh, yes. This does seem to be a place of great joy, and I hope to do much in her service here.
Good. I'll be going now.
Thank you for bringing me this message, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you. And you see her, like, sort of almost shift into, like, a comet and sort of fly off.
That was odd, and good that we got the message, even though it seems like we've mostly heard the rest of it by now. But as we've discovered, speaking with our gods is tricky out here.
Did we all hear this, or was it just Culcus?
I mean, that was a being that was in front of all y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah, you definitely heard it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that I was going to get used to getting like speaking to gods, getting messages from gods. And honestly, I can't. I've decided I just can't get used to it. It's going to be weird every time. And I just need to accept the fact that it's going to be weird every time.
Honestly, I think that might be the best way to approach it. Because if it gets to
Because
be
that was weird,
normal,
right?
we might have a bigger problem.
So
Mask is the big threat.
everything keeps telling us not to go there, but our quest is to go there. Is
Yeah,
that
we
what
have to go there. But our main concern, it seems like, is to make sure that we get Haji out and Mask stays in.
And Mask wants to fuck me in particular. Cool.
I mean, maybe you were his backup plan to get out.
Oh no.
That he always has a backup plan. So maybe that's what he's planning on using as like a potential possibility to exit the plane. So we should probably make sure that you're on your guard. I mean, I've never fought a god. I know Arrow's ready to fight a god.
I mean, I suppose at the very least, just stick by me when we're in the demi-plane, and that should help you resist any, magics that Masks tries to put on you.
Yes, I think just as a general rule, we should, going into this, make it the plan to stick close together.
So I know Pop Pop didn't really want to talk to me last time, but I feel like maybe Pop Pop would have some insight, or should I just leave him alone? I don't know.
Maybe worth bothering him about this if most of the other gods are warning us about this.
Yeah, I think it's worth a try.
Okay.
I mean, worst case scenario, what? He sends you to voicemail?
True.
Okay, but I can't be the only one who's like after our night off, right? Like, let's
Yeah,
do it.
not
Talking
tonight.
to Pop Pop, communing with Mom T, and maybe talking to our gods, the
We can
rest
do
of
it in the
us.
morning.
Let's just do that tomorrow. Let's
I'm
just
on
have a
board.
night where
We
we
can do it in the
go.
morning.
And also, I'm already partaking, and I can't deal with this right now.
That is fair.
We deserve
Alright.
this.
If I fight a god, it's like I'm kind of fighting myself now.
Oh yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
I still
Yep.
have the thing that Arrow gave us. I'm
I
late to
think
the party.
we might need to catch up.
Please
You and
do,
me,
because I don't
Gokus,
want to do this.
it's gonna take us like twice as much as everyone else, so let's go.
It takes hell and nothing. First time.
We're behind you all the way.
All right,
I feel safe.
You guys are at a rave. You can decide what you're gonna do for the rest of the evening in the coming weeks, because that is where we're gonna end this stream for this evening. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Do we want to do Stars and Wishes?
Sure. I mean, I think it'd be the
love
first time for this
Stars and
game,
Wishes.
but
Oh, I guess.
they're
Yeah.
fun.
Have we
Yeah.
not been doing
I
it?
love Stars and Wishes.
All right.
I mean, I
yeah,
remember
let's-
when I first joined, I was so confused that we weren't doing them.
I guess that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. So let's go around and have everybody say their Stars and Wishes, and then we'll do outros.
I'll go. I love stars and wishes. My stars.
This is
would
me
go.
sitting here going, "Oh shit, I'm first."
No, I'll go.
Always
My
first.
star go.
You ain't first, you're last.
Yeah, so my star is gonna go to Van slash Elena for giving Talon her first like real gift. It's just so cute. Just traumatic childhood, but it's okay because she has friends now, and I just love that, and I love watching their roommates relationship develop. It's just it's so cute. And it's really fun. And my wish is gonna be I heard like the gladiator battle like and I can't wait. I hope we get to go and see that or do that. I don't know. I hope one of us gets to gladiator battle, maybe all of us. I don't know. I think it's gonna be really fun. And then that's my wish. I want to watch what the blood battle thing is. I'm excited.
All right, who's next?
I will go next. My star is gonna go to Val slash Arrow. Because while I think we've gotten a lot of unfiltered Arrow and just their general personality and how they do things, I think some of that, like that the little bit of like deeper stuff has been behind a wall, and the decision for Arrow to just be like, no, I need to talk about this and I'm going to talk about this with you guys, like I thought was so great, because like we haven't got a lot of like the like deep core, like the inner Arrow, and I think it was nice, even if a lot of it was just the same Arrow that we've been getting a lot of the time, but with a little more trust for the people that are around them. So I love that conversation. And then also a little sort of like tangential star just to Moxie for taking the opportunity of like, oh no, so we're having like a group talk. I do have things I want to ask you guys. I love it. Never stop, Moxie, please never stop asking questions. I love that. But yeah, so I'm cheating. I'm giving 2 stars, but they go to family talk. So yeah, my wish is I absolutely want Talon to get involved in these games, and I want to be there to back her up. I want Talon to get involved so the rest of us can be like, oh shit, let's get up in there. We support our girl.
Talon needs to sacrifice people to the Blood Queen. I hope these gladiator battles are to the
Yes,
death.
let's get some
Yes.
sacrifices.
Blood for the Blood Queen.
Blood for the Blood Queen.
Got one
Yeah.
kill down. Just let us know how many we need to help you with.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna double down on that wish because I want Talon needs to have some fun and let loose a little bit and feel like she's accomplishing something. And we all want to support her, so let's do some fucking murders, I guess.
I'll go next. I'm gonna give my star. I mean, I have a star for everyone in that bonding scene. We haven't had like a lot of opportunities for like group bonding moments, and in a lot of ways, like I feel like I'm still trying to work out individual relationships with Arrow and a lot of the group. So it was nice to get that with especially with like Moxie and Talon. And so my star, I think my star is going to go to Talon for their little bonding moment, getting the tattoos, and the the what is this, how does this work, I've never done this before, thing that was fun.
Help me let loose. That's
yeah.
what you do. That's not what I do.
Exactly. I'm always loosey goosey, baby. So that is that's my star to everyone. And my wish is, I guess, I gotta talk to mom at some point. I'm gonna put it off, but I'm gonna talk to mom at some point. So yeah, see how that conversation goes, and yeah, that's it.
Okie dokie. Who next?
I'll go next since I unmuted first before Alex. My star goes to Alex slash Culkus for playing along with the slutty Minotaur, the lusty Minotaur,
The lusty Minotaur.
the
The
lusty
lusty
Minotaur,
Minotaur.
because that cracked me up for one, and two, like Culkus didn't ever kind of like Arrow getting more deep. Like Culkus doesn't talk a ton about his personal life. And now, like, we learned a really different side of, of Culcus through this book. So I thought that was cool. My wish is I also want Talon to sacrifice some blood in the blood arena in Doom Space. And I have 3 wishes. That's 1. 2 is that we do something with this dragon egg and it becomes mine and Talon's love child. Because although I'm the biological purchaser, and so is Culcus, we're all its parents. And I forgot what my 3rd one is, so that's it.
That leaves me. So my star is going to go to Tanya and Moxie for just the whole trying to haggle with the shopkeeper scene, and eventually just be like, I'm just gonna do bard things, and it worked out. We now have a dragon egg, so that'll be fun. Wish. I want to see what the rest of the crew is getting up to at Coachella. I mean, Kinchella.
All right. When I was playing this as a little insight, I could not come up with a name for this thing. So it's the name of the creature that it's on is a Kindori. And that's where Kinchella came from. Thank you, Simon, for that one, because I could not think of it. And the other one is a riff on Fire Festival. So I guess it's in the spelling, but yeah. So my star for the evening is gonna go. Let's see. We had so many good conversations. I think I want to give it to the family talk too. Especially to Talon for the, oh yeah, I'm not ready to unpack all that yet, because setting boundaries is important. But my wish, I'm just excited for you guys to see what the blood arena actually is. And when we get there. So yeah, that's the end of the stream for tonight. We'll be back next week for another episode 15. I think, yeah, 15. Where we're gonna see what our friends are doing at Kinchella and Fire Festival and all that fun stuff. Talking to the duder. But the next time this channel is gonna be live is on Thursday, where they're gonna be playing some Themeless Thursday stuff. On Friday, Lauren and I are gonna be continuing our expedition into Resident Evil 4 Remastered. We might finish it this week. Lauren has been trucking through it. She's been doing great. So we might be done after this week, and then we'll do a game together again. We might do Labyrinthine again. Hi QB, welcome in. We're finishing up for the evening, but you can catch all the VODs on the YouTubes. If you're feeling spicy, the Patreon, we have a couple videos up there. But I guess until next time, I'm LB Hack 'em Up. Hack recklessly. Bye.